I think that Freemasonry actually is the solution, is the bridge for the different culture that we have in Israel. You know, the U.S. is not the melting pot. Israel is the actual melting pot. Jews are coming from everywhere. And the only, I would say, the things in common we have is to be Jewish there. Between the Jewish there is no problem, but also you have, this is the Holy Land for the Christians also, for the Jews, and for the Muslim. And then I believe that Freemasonry is the bridge between those cultures, not only between the Jews, but also between all the different parts of the population in Israel. First of all, I actually don't know between the 60 working lodges in Israel any lodge that you have only Jews or Christian or Muslim. I believe that all lodges have members from different religions sitting together for the benefit of the mankind. I think this is I would say the most important message that the Freemasonry in Israel want to convey, not only in Israel, not only in the Middle East, but in all the world. I think Freemasonry is the solution for a better world. Well, it's, you know, Freemasonry was born 300 years ago in England, but the legend of the craft is based on the building of the Holy Temple in Jerusalem by King Solomon. But what was very surprising, that we had to wait almost a century until Freemasonry arise in Israel. The first lodges that started, it was in the middle of the 19th century only. The first one, actually, we know about it was a lodge opened by engineers, French engineers that came to Palestine, actually, to build the railway between Jaffa and Jerusalem. But there are also claims from two other lodges, but this is the most, I would say, recognized first lodge, Barkai, in the region of Jaffa. Well, actually, we have, I would say, 60 registered lodges. About 55, 56 are really working as lodges. The four others have not enough members to open by themselves, that they have to join other lodges in common work. And the number of Freemasons in Israel, my answer is very clear: not enough. We are only 1,300, and that's not. My dream is actually to have 7 million Freemasons in the Middle East. This is the solution for a better place to live in the Middle East. I can promise you, as a representative of the Grand Lodge of the State of Israel, that if Palestine are going to have a Grand Lodge, they will have Freemasonry in Palestine, I promise you that the Grand Lodge of the State of Israel will be the first to recognize it. This is the only way to make a better world for our children and grandchildren. I came to Israel. I went to the army hoping that my children won't have to go to the army, but my children went, and now I am really hoping and praying that my grandchildren will not have to go to the army. It's such a beautiful place to live in, and I think the way of life that Freemasonry show us how to live with, this is the only solution for a better world. But there is a lot of work to do. First of all, we have to bring Freemasonry from dark to light, from a secret organization with no reason at all to an open organization. We have no secret. We are good people. We are doing very great things. We have nothing to hide. On the contrary, we are teaching people to be better. And this is the message we have to show the people. And in Israel, the Grand Lodge of the State of Israel decided to go this way 4 years ago. And actually, we opened the premises to the media. We celebrate the 50 years, the 60 years of the Grand Lodge of Israel. We invited the TV to broadcast the event, the ceremony, and it was broadcast at prime time. I can tell you that the next morning we had about 60 candidates that wished to join the Freemasonry. That's the way to go. We had no secret. On the contrary, we should go out. Well, it started by a very, I would say, suspicious way. But slowly and surely today you have rabbis, members of Freemasonry. The rabbi of Eilat, my town, is a Freemason. He was master of the lodge. And since we are going, you know, in each and every event we do, we started to invite the media to cover the event. We went to the President of Israel. This was covered by the TV. Each and every lodge in each town, when they are doing anything with the veterans or kindergarten or any action that is important, we cover that by media, different media. And now today, it's, well, let me say, 2 weeks ago, we had the main newspaper in Israel, Yediot Achronot, that published an article on the work of the lodge in Eilat, in my town. It was 4 pages, middle pages with color pictures. So we are very well accepted. Well, I tell you frankly that the last, I would say, politics that was involved in the life of Israel, I believe, was King Solomon. Since then, I'm so sad that there is no one Freemason, neither in the government and neither in the parliament, in our Knesset. It comes because, you know, we are not speaking about neither politics, neither religions in our lodges. But I personally believe that if you are Freemasonry and you believe in fraternity, equality, and liberty, this is a political declaration. And we must take it out. We must be ready to erect barricades if it needed to defend those principles. We have to be heard around, and we don't have to stay in the dark. It's important. Those liberties are essential, and we are actually the organization that we were once able to influence our country toward those directions. Today we have to come back to the same way. I always say in my lecture that we were once operative Mason, then we became speculative Mason. I'm so sorry that today we are contemplative Mason, that we are not getting involved into the each and everyday life. I think the world is missing Freemasonry. Oh yeah, we have the Royal Arch. We have the Supreme Council of the Scottish Rite. We don't have any women Freemason. The Grand Lodge of the State of Israel do not recognize a mixed or women lodge. And, but women are very much involved in the life of Freemasons in Israel. Well, actually, in Israel, we are in a steady state. But I think it took some time, but out of the protocol, I think we broke our bonds we had with the Grand Lodge of England. And we started to be a little more, I would say, open, much more than they are open. And we are ready to make many, many changes that usually the Grand Masters before us were not ready to do, to change, to go up, to be open. They wish to stay always secret and things like that. Today, I think we are moving for the last year. Until last year, we were initiating about the same number of Freemasons that were, passing away to the eternal east. So we were staying on a steady state. Last year, I believe because we are open to public, we succeed to inverse those numbers. And we are growing up. I believe the true Freemasonry is done in America. And I was in many places. I met many Masons in the States. I think you have the power. You are a great nation. You have to influence much more the other countries. You are, well, everybody sees the United States as the guardians of liberty, of freedom. This is Freemasonry. Welcome.